basketball team play live on Cool 102.7 and at MoSportsZone.com. Brought to you by First Bank of the Lake, Golden Rule Insurance, Wright Printing, Duncan Diamonds and Fine Jewelry, Winter Shelton Remax Real Estate, American Sun Control, Mills & Sons Insurance, High Tech Auto Body, Poly Lift Boat Lifts, Lake Regional Orthopedics, DeGraff and Reed Heating and Cooling, Crown Power and Equipment, Hy-Vee, Andy's Frozen Custard, Elite Roofing and Siding, Miller County Health Center, Danner Roofing and Construction, Dooley Overhead Doors, Camden on the Lake. Osage Indians varsity basketball is on the air on Cool 102.7.
And welcome everyone to another presentation of School of the Osage High School Sports. I am Craig Allen alongside Steve Adams. Maya back in the studio for us. It is first game, first round. I guess it's a round, right? Round robin.
That works.
We'll allow it. First game of the first round of the 93rd annual Eldon tournament. Whew. And it's going to be kicked off with the School of the Osage Indians and the Eldon Mustangs here. Winter Shelton Real Estate pregame show for the Indians. Osage coming off a tough loss on Friday night against a pretty good Eugene team, looking to bounce back in this 6-team tournament here in Eldon. It's going to be 3 teams on each side, round robin play. And then we'll match up based on record because it will most likely be 2-0, 1-1, and 0-2. But there could be a wonky 1-1, 1-1, 1-1 situation, Steve.
There could be. And wonky would be the right word for it.
Wonky would be the term for it if everyone finished 1-1. And there's tiebreakers set in place for that. And so
like a half a dozen tiebreakers. Did you see the list of different ways they would break those ties? It was.
I just saw flip a coin.
That was at the bottom.
That was?
Yes, seriously.
There was.
Yes, true story.
We shall flip a coin if all of these other ones are tied. Tonight's game be the first one for the Indians, and then they'll turn around and play tomorrow night at 6 o'clock against the 1 seed in the tournament, the Fatima Comets, who we saw earlier this season in the championship game of the Lynn tournament. But tonight it is the 4-5 matchup between the School of the Osage Indians and the Eldon Mustangs. Both of these teams in the Tri-County Conference, both of these teams kind of struggling right now to put some wins on the board. Eldon struggling to score some points, getting it done with their defense. Osage kind of hot and cold at times, Steve. When Osage is really hitting threes and hitting their jump shots and passing the ball around, they're a very good team and very competitive. But when the shots aren't falling for the Indians, they really struggle to get anything else going.
Yeah, we saw that pretty clearly in these last 3 games. Stoutland played well, scored well, shot well. Same really against Lebanon, although we couldn't get the win on that night. Scored a lot of points, shot the ball well, and then against a stingy Eugene defense, we just really struggled to have any space. What stands out for me that night is Maverick Trusty launching that 1-3 and his 3 gets blocked. They were just not giving us space to get our shots off, and so we struggled to score. And we did a lot of good things that night, but just couldn't match a talented Eugene squad. It'd be a good one to pick up here tonight. You can make a lot of observations about our schedule, but being soft or easy is not one you would say about the Osage schedule this year. We got some tough teams. Yeah, Eugene ranked 3rd in state. Mexico coming up down the road, who beat Eugene, ranked 9th in their class. Fatima ranked 4th in their class. Versailles receiving votes in their class, so that's 11th or 12th in state. So, yeah, I told you before, I don't remember seeing this many ranked teams on an Osage schedule. So certainly a tough one, not making excuses for the Indians. You play who's on your schedule, though, and tonight on the schedule is the Eldon Mustangs. A rivalry, maybe one of the biggest rivalries here in the area. These two teams have been playing probably for the whole 93 years of this tournament's been going on, Steve. Yeah, we just got to come in, whether it's Eldon tonight or another team ranked in state, we got to have a little chip on our shoulder and just come in and just kind of relish the opportunity to play the role of the spoiler here. And, of course, tonight, I guess we might consider us the underdog if you just consider the records, but we play the role of the spoiler because it's on their court, right? I mean, they're going to want to – this is their tournament. They're going to come and make a statement about who they are, and we get the opportunity to say, hey, it's going to be our court tonight. It's the 93rd annual Eldon Tournament. We'll have the broadcast schedule for you all throughout this week right here on Cool 102.7 and our sister station KS95, who carries
the Eldon and Versailles game is going to take a break. Come back with the opening tip and starting lineups right after, not in that order, right after this. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
Dooley Overhead Doors has been the trusted name around the lake area for quality, dependable garage doors for years. An outstanding reputation of delivering great service, Dooley Overhead Doors delivers the highest professionalism start to finish. Download the app or look them up online. Conveniently located past School of the Osage on Highway 42. Dooley Overhead Doors is a proud sponsor of the Osage Indians basketball program.
At Camden on the Lake, they believe in turning moments into memories. From the moment you step into their lobby to the exquisite casual dining and lavish accommodations. During the month of January, you can book your memory for only $109 a night. Use code JAN0124. That's JAN0124. Book today online at CamdenOnTheLake.com. Escape at the lake. Let your worries float away at Camden on the Lake and the Horny Toad Entertainment Complex.
KQUL, Lake Ozark.
Don't let the clock run down on you this tax season. Nancy Stewart, Master Tax Advisor, and her team at H&R Block will put the winning game plan together for you this tax season. Easily located at the Stonecrest Mall in Osage Beach, taxes, bookkeeping, payroll, and solid advice are ready for you in 2024. Start the new year right and be on the winning team with H&R Block. H&R Block is a big-time Osage Indian supporter and the tribe community. Go Indians, go H&R Block. Look us up online and Facebook.
At First Bank of the Lake, we offer some of the best CD rates. Kick back and watch your money grow. Earn 5.35% APY on our 9-month CD and 5.15% APY on our 13-month CD with a $1,000 minimum deposit. CDs combine security with great investment returns and make saving a cinch. Save more so you can do more. Visit First Bank of the Lake in Osage Beach today. Member FDIC. Other terms and conditions apply. APY means annual percentage yield. See bank for details.
Back here at Eldon High School, first round action of the 93rd annual Eldon tournament. Starting lineups being introduced in first for the Mustangs. It's going to be a 6'4" senior Hunter Hess, as well as a 6'4" sophomore Britton Ahart. Cody Tam, a 6'2" sophomore. Devin Hardy, a 5'9" junior. And Talon Hull, a 5'10" sophomore. And for the School of the Osage Indians,
we've got junior at 6 foot, Landon the Menace Childs. Sophomore at 5'10", Maverick the Magician Trustee. Junior, 6'2", Dane the Facilitator to pay. Noah Northup Jr., Noah the Octane, right? Octane is his name.
Octane.
Left me for a moment. And Blake the Octopus Harrison, sophomore, 6'4".
I thought you were saying Noah Northup Jr., that his dad was Noah Northup Sr.
He's totally changed his whole name.
Octane Jr. Indians and Mustangs getting this tournament underway. This tournament has seen a lot of different formats in just the years I've been broadcasting. Now we got the 6-team tournament format.
Usually have 8. Is that the standard?
That's the standard, yeah. And then for a while, they would get 4 or 3 local teams in them, and then they would bring in teams from Kansas City and St. Louis and Arkansas to be the other 4 teams. It was rather interesting. Opening tip between Hess and Harrison, and Eldon will control the tip and start with the basketball. This is going to be Hull bringing it up, picked up by Trusty. Osage out in man-to-man. Osage needs to communicate on these switches. Taking it right to the basket. Shot up off the glass. That's Cody Tam. And he caught the rim and got it to fall. Now Eldon out with some press. Childs finds Harrison on the sideline. Picks up his dribble, looks for help. Now DePay has it. Nobody in his way. Goes right to the basket. Can't get the shot to fall. Harrison with the offensive rebound and the putback. Nice hustle play there by Harrison. We saw that quite a few times in Eugene on Friday night. Osage couldn't quite make the comeback in that one, but Harrison all hustle in that one, and there gets the hustle points. Tie this one up at 2.
Like seeing him use the left hand on that shot, too. Looked great.
Now Harrison gets the block, knocks the ball away from Hardy. Hardy gets his own rebound, though. Picks up his dribble, looking for help, finds Hess. Hess loses the ball in the lane, ball on the deck. It's going to be a fight for the basketball, and it's a jump ball, and it'll go back to Osage.
So says the possessor.
I think they may have exercised this place. I don't see the possessor in attendance tonight. 2-2, 1 minute down here in the first quarter. Brought to you by Andy's Frozen Custard. Trusty gets it on the wing. Three-pointer up. No good. And I think they're going to say it just grazed the strap above the stanchion.
I thought you had a name for that strap.
Yeah, it's the stanchion strap.
The stanchion strap. I thought that you and Devin came up with some doohickey name for that thing.
Yeah, I forget what it was. It was not an official name.
Oh, Devin, don't let that hurt your feelings. You've been gone long enough that Craig's starting to forget you.
Now, who's this Devin you're talking about? Hardy brings it up, picked up by Childs. 6:45 left to go here in the first quarter. Hess will get it, and Eldon will reset. Working the screen game with Britton Ahart. Ahart's shot is up, no good. That's Tam down with the offensive rebound. He kicks it back over to Ahart. Ahart, nice drop step underneath the backboard and gets the reverse layup to go to put Eldon back in front by 2. DePay, this is Trusty. Picks up his dribble, looking for help. Ball's going to be swung into the corner where Northrop gets it. He'll dribble out, get open, put the 3 up, no good. Weak side rebound down to Childs. Childs goes back up with it, can't get it to fall. Eldon has it now. Gets it over to Hess. He'll push it up ahead. This is Tam with it. Tam to Hull. Hull working on Childs and got the drop step and the layup at the rim.
Eldon looking good at the rim, finding ways to finish here.
That skip pass is there against this 3-2. Guys are going to have to hit shots out on the perimeter, though. Northrop, Trusty working the corners. That's where the ball should be going against this 3-2. DePay on the wing. His three-pointer up. Back iron, no good. Long rebound comes out. Paul chases it down. Now he wants to kick it up ahead. Hardy has to save it back into Tam. Eldon will reset. Coming up on 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Brought to you by Andy's Frozen Custard. Hess spins in on Northup. Finishes with the finger roll. Coach E wants a timeout. We'll take one, too. 8-2 early on here in the first. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
My car!
Life comes at you fast, sometimes too fast. Shoulda remembered the golden rule. No, not that one. Golden Rule Insurance. Call them for personal lines of insurance for home, auto, life, boat, and RV. And the best part is, when you bundle, you can save actual money. Golden Rule staff are educated and trained to ensure their customers have the very best service. Find personal lines of insurance that work for you. You can find them on Osage Beach Parkway in Osage Beach. Golden Rule Insurance Agency. Coverage you need, people you trust.
5:07 left to go here in the first quarter. 8-2 the score on the scoreboard. Eldon out in front of the Indians here early on, and Eldon getting what they want at the rim right now. Osage struggling to get good looks down here on the offensive end.
Well, you know, we've seen both Maverick and No get a couple looks, even Dane DePay there, and we kind of live and die by that 3, and so far we're dying by it, just not making shots. Love to see us create some opportunities at the rim like we're seeing from the Mustangs.
There's a turnover coming out of the timeout. DePay throws it behind Childs, and he has to go backcourt to get it. It's a turnover back to the Mustangs.
Not what Engelbrecht wanted to happen coming out of that timeout. Got to get a stop here, head the other way.
Off the inbound, this is Hull with it. Ahart on the wing, picked up by Harrison. Now this is Nathan Reynolds. Reynolds, one of 2 seniors on this squad. Just 3 seniors between these 2 teams. Both teams very young. DePay in the corner. He'll step into the 3. And
there we go.
Good. And that's where the shots are going to be against this 3-2 zone, Steve. If they're going to bring 3 guards up, those corners are going to be open. There, DePay hits it, makes it a 3-point game, 8-5. Reynolds on the wing, picked up by DePay. Gives it over to Hess. Hess goes to work. Can't finish at the rim. Childs down with the rebound. He gives it over to Northrop.
Tough matchup for Northrop there against Hess. Definitely a size disadvantage for Northrop.
DePay Into the lane, out to Trusty on the wing. He'll step into the triple, front iron, no good. Weak side rebound by DePay, who goes up and finishes with the right hand. 5 straight for the Indians to make it a 1-point game. This is Hull now, gets a step on his man. Double clutches, can't get it to fall. Trusty there for the rebound. He gives it up ahead to DePay. DePay out to Trusty. Trusty with it up top, dribbles in. Good push shot, and then a push from behind by Ahart on the rebound. Harrison draws that one. It'll stay here with the Indians.
You think he pushed him that hard?
I do.
Harrison went to the ground hard on that one.
Are you saying that Harrison?
No, I didn't.
I feel like you're saying he embellished.
I didn't see him get pushed. I just saw him on the ground. I was looking up top here, and so I'm glad the refs called it. And hey, if Harrison acted a little bit, he should deserve an award there. He was all in.
No acting. That was a tough push. You ever tried to push an octopus down? It's tough to do.
Have you?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
You tell me that story off the air, I guess.
Yeah, that's fine. Trusty on the wing. His 3 up. Front iron, no good. Childs there for the offensive rebound. Goes back up. He's going to be hit on the arm and go to the free throw line. That foul's going to go on Tam. Steve, I talked to my brother, who is very...
Who should be on the air.
Yeah, he's in his own mind. Very knowledgeable of the Eldon team, and he kind of asked for a scouting report for Osage tonight, and I told him, I said, if Osage isn't hitting the outside shots, we're really going to have to count on offensive rebounds and hustle points and second chance points, and that's kind of been the feel here so far in the first quarter. The long shots not been falling, but Childs and Harrison have done a great job on the offensive glass. Childs misses both free throws in that situation, though, keeps the game at 1. 8-7 here with 3 minutes to go in the first. And there it is, just a miscommunication on defense. They don't talk about if they're going to switch on the screen or what they're going to do, and then Hess winds up with a wide-open layup. Now Harrison with it inside, finds DePay up top. He'll take the long triple, and good. DePay with another 3, his second here in the first quarter. He's got 8. To tie this one up at 10 with 2:43 left to go in the first.
And if we're not going to get points from Noah and Maverick, we've got to have some scoring from DePay, and he's filling in the hole so far.
Nice job by Childs there. Knocking the ball away as he's kind of beat on the drive and then just tips it from behind. Everyone but DePay comes out. Luke Wolf, Gavin Black, Andrew Gruce, and Jackson Long check in.
Wow. 2.5 minutes left in this first quarter. Almost the entire team subbing out there. We'll see how the transition goes here.
Did you say wow because I got all the names right?
Well, and multi-purpose there.
Oh, yes. Osage, after the substitution, has switched from a man-to-man to a 2-3 zone. Let's see how Eldon adjusts here. Hardy trying to go inside. That ball knocked away. That's Mason Dierking that just checked in. He's a sophomore.
What was his name? Oh, Dierkin, there he is. That's a new one. I haven't seen. He's sophomore.
I get all the names. You can't pull one on me. Don't try and surprise substitute. And Dierking gets it at the rim on a nice pass from Hess and finishes to put Eldon back up by 2. 12-10 here early on, first quarter. Wolf trying to go down the sideline to Black. That's going to be I think they're saying before the jump ball, Reynolds' foot was on the line. So to go back to Osage.
You're so good at reading the officials.
Well, I did take a lip reading class in college.
Was it specific to officials? Or
I didn't go, but I did take the class.
You registered for the class.
Yeah, it was on my transcript. Black off a double screen. Three-pointer up, back iron, no good. Fight for the board. Long rebound, knocked out. Reynolds comes up with it for the Mustangs. Now kicks it up ahead to Hess. Hess picked up by DePay, and they're going to call DePay for a blocking foul. Hess was coming on the floor, full head of steam. DePay had the right idea, thought about taking the charge, just couldn't quite get to the position in time and gets called for the block.
His first of the night.
Baseline inbound coming up for Eldon now here. Just a smidge over 90 seconds left to go in the quarter. Ball goes into Hardy. Reynolds with it, back to Hardy. Reynolds into the lane. Now kicks it out to Hess. Hess working against a double team up top, lost a handle on it. Looking down low, nothing doing there. Hardy into the corner, three-pointer up, back iron, no good. Rebound tipped around. Andre Gruce comes down with it.
Andre the Gruce.
Now picks up his dribble, looking for help, finds Luke Wolf up top. Luke Wolf dribbles in, finds a double team. Gavin Black has it in the corner. Now back inside, Wolf looking to go to work. They're going to call Deerking for a push foul as Wolf was going to work on him in the post.
Can't do that.
You can. You just get called a foul.
True. I stand corrected. Dane DePay with the bait.
Gruce out to Black, now back to DePay. Pump fakes, wants to work the baseline, trying to hand it off to Gruce. That pass is tipped. Osage comes up with it. Long winds up with it. Up top, three-pointer up, no good. Gruce down with the rebound. His putback, no good. Gets his own board, and Andre the Gruce puts it in. Ties this one back up at 12, coming up on half a minute to go here in the first quarter. Brought to you by Andy's Frozen Custard. Windows Pizza.
It's like subtitles there, like in parentheses or...
Hess going right at Gruce. Gruce is going to be called for the blocking foul, and he took the majority of that contact.
He was almost, I think, in the air, though, and feet weren't set, and so you're going to get that called on you.
But a heady move by Hess. Once he gets a full head of steam going to the basket like that, doing a good job of absorbing the contact and drawing the foul.
Hess looks pretty special out there. He just looks like he was kind of in a league of his own.
I believe he was just honored for his 1,000th point.
Just now? Right
No,
there? Was that his?
I said recently.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Not in one game. That'd be a record. Second free throw good. Makes it 14-12. Trusty will check in as DePay takes a seat.
It's his first break of the night. Played almost the entire first quarter here.
Gruce trying to go back to Wolf.
Well, that better hurry. We don't have much time.
And they get it past the timeline. Ball goes into the corner to Black. He'll put up the contested three. Back iron, no good. Wolf with the rebound. Gives it over to Trusty. Trusty out the long. He'll put up the three as time expires, or gets close to expiring. The three-pointer is good. And Osage will take a 1-point lead into the second quarter off that Jackson Long triple. 15-14 after one quarter of play. Take a break. Back with a second after this. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
A full-service graphics company, Wright Printing and Promotional Advertising does it all, from screen printing, offset printing, and promotional advertising to custom-built trophies and awards. It's where they do it the right way. Check out their Facebook page for their monthly special, and don't forget they offer online stores for all your group and activities needs. Wright Printing and Promotional Advertising, across from the Family Center on Highway 52 East in Versailles. Call 573-378-5775.
In the game of basketball, precision and finesse create moments of pure brilliance, just like the art of crafting fine jewelry. Every detail shines with perfection. For over 50 years, Duncan Jewelry has provided the Lake of the Ozarks with world-class customer service while consistently exceeding expectations in repairing priceless family heirlooms. It's our passion to create jewelry that reflects your passions and helps in noting the great milestones in life. Visit Duncan Jewelry at 4050 Osage Beach Parkway and experience the Duncan difference.
Back here in Eldon, Missouri, one quarter of play in the books, and after 8 minutes, Osage up by one, 15-14, about to start the second quarter, brought to you by American Sun Control. Craig Allen alongside Steve Adams. Maya back in the studio for us.
I feel like that last possession was a little bit of a picture of that first quarter. Eldon giving up some rebounds. Osage taking advantage. Jackson Long getting that three, taking the lead.
Osage sticking with this 2-3 zone here against the Mustangs. Hess getting it at 15, kicks it into the corner. Three-pointer up and good. And we've seen Osage execute very similarly against 2-3 zones. You get the ball in the middle of the floor, and then you execute. Long gets it off a long pass from Gruce. Can't get it to go. Gruce tracks down the offensive rebounds. Ball's going to be swung around. Good ball movement by the Indians. Gives it to Gavin Black. Wide open for the triple, and he hits it. The extra pass from the Magician, and Black hits the three.
Black had time to write a letter out there. He was so wide open.
He could have baked a potato. That's my long measurement of time. Gruce back behind the defense, one-on-one. Can't finish the layup. Black there for the rebound. He can't get the putback to go. Two easy looks for the Indians on the fast break. Keeps the lead at 1. Osage in front, 18-17.
That's one Andre the Groose will be kicking himself for.
Yeah, I think a lot of people were expecting him to go up and try and dunk it. I just wanted him to finish at the rim. Take the points. Hess has it in the corner. Nice pass on the inside. Shots up, no good. Ahart's fouled. He'll be at the line.
Looks like we're giving that one to Long. It's going to be his first of the night, I believe.
1 point lead. Oops, sorry, go ahead.
No, that's it.
1 point lead for the Indians. 18-17, 6:37 left to go here in the second quarter. Brought to you by American Sun Control.
Been a great contest so far. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah.
Two well-matched teams here.
A little back and forth between these two. First free throw good.
Ties it up, 18-18, 6:37.
Starters back on the floor for the Indians.
Andre the Groose still shaking his head, and I know exactly why he's shaking his head. Frustrated about missing that layup there at the rim. He'll get his chance.
Second free throw, no good. Nice box out by Childs to come down with that rebound. Now DePay going coast to coast, trying to finish at the rim, can't do it. Harrison rebounds, gives it back to DePay. DePay trying to take on the contact, does so, and he'll be at the line. So again, the hustle points there from the Indians. The offensive glass has been their friend.
Like what I'm seeing from Dane DePay tonight. He's in a difficult role, having to run our offense for us, kind of creating his own opportunities for scoring, and he's doing that tonight. Makes the free throw. Osage up by 1.
Both free throws good. Makes it a 2-point game, 20-18. Eldon trying to deal with the full court pressure. Three-pointer up, back iron. No, just grazes it. Hardy comes up with the rebound, gives it over to Deerking, who finishes.
Ties it up.
So the air ball works in their favor. Northrup with it. Picks up his dribble, finds Childs. Childs pump fakes the three, hands it off to Harrison. Beautiful pass. Harrison hit from behind, getting his own rebound. Ball knocked out. Trusty winds up with it. Osage will reset. Childs with it on the wing. Dribbles in, out to Northrup. Northrup going to dribble in. Contested 12-footer. Can't get it to fall, but he's hit, and he'll go to the line for 2 free throws. And there was a lot of contact out there on that shot.
Glad to see Northrup pulling the trigger. He's a young man. I felt like we'd like to see double digits out of him every night if we could. He's a talented young scorer.
Second foul on Tam. One of the anchors of this defense for him. He'll take a seat as Reynolds checks in.
Osage up by 1.
Both free throws good. Osage hit their last 4, makes it a 2-point game once again. 22-20 here in the second quarter, brought to you by American Sun Control. This is Hess with it, still working against the 2-3 zone, even with the starters back in the game. We saw them switch from man to zone when that full substitution came. Now they're going to stick with the zone here. Coming up on 5 minutes to go here in the quarter. Eldon wants a timeout. They want to discuss how they're going to attack this zone. We'll take a quick timeout too. 22-20 Osage in front. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
Sold out crowd at Remax Arena at Lake of the Ozarks, and Winter Shelton's got 5 seconds left to win this deal. Can they pull it off? Inbound passes to Shelton at the top of the key. They try to double team him. Shelton crosses over the competition with some razzle dazzle. 2, 1. He shoots the game winner, and it's Winter Shelton for the win. Shelton is crushing it. When buying a home or real estate, put the ball in Winter Shelton's hands for the game winner.
Winter Shelton's crushing it, yeah.
5:18 p.m. on the clock here. 5:18 left to go in the quarter. Indians up by 2, 22-20. Sideline inbound. I bet Osage switches back to man here off that. Yep, and that's exactly what they do, knowing that Eldon just took a timeout to talk about how they were going to attack the 2-3 zone, Steve. Coach E going right back to man off that timeout. Smart move by him. Harrison On the handoff, goes up and finishes. And he does a good job, Steve. Kind of almost reminds me of William Faulkner with his body control at the rim, avoiding the contact and finishing. Does a good...
Showing patience with the pump fake there. He's really maturing as a young man down there at the blocks.
Another turnover as a pass is tipped. Now on the baseline, ball knocked away. Trusty comes up with the steal. Back-to-back turnovers for the Mustangs. See if Osage can get points off this. Trusty with it, out to Childs. Childs gets a step on Reynolds, goes right to the rack and finishes.
Boy.
Nice job by Childs. Didn't look like he had an angle on that one, but finishes with the finger roll to make it a 6-point game.
Just gliding to the rim. Those big, long steps. Quick first step there. Great take by Childs. Oh.
DePay hitting the back of the head. Childs comes up with the steal. Now Childs gives it over to Northrop. Northrop going right at Hess and finishes underneath. Full timeout, Eldon, as Osage takes an 8-point lead. We'll take a timeout as well. 28-20 here in the second. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
American Sun Control and Powder Coating is your powder coating and railing specialist at the lake. We can custom design new railings for your deck or pool area, or make your existing railing look like new again. Maybe it's time to enhance your outdoor living space with a new screened-in porch or room. Our 40 years of experience is your assurance of total satisfaction. Check us out online or Facebook. That's American Sun Control.
Whether it's a car accident, storm damage, or a fire, when the unthinkable happens, it doesn't matter if you've saved money in 15 minutes. In this moment, it doesn't matter if your neighbor has the same insurance you do. In this moment, what matters is that your independent agent and the company that stands behind them have you covered. Mills & Sons Insurance and Auto Owners Insurance. The no-problem people. At 2701 Bagnell Dam Boulevard. Call us at 365-2002 or visit our website at millsinsurance.com. We're on your side because life happens.
4:09 left to go here in the second quarter, brought to you by American Sun Control. Osage on a little bit of a run has themselves in front 28-20. First round action of the 93rd annual Eldon Tournament.
Yeah, and that run sparked by some defense, just some quality defense. Give Coach E some credit. You called it out. They call a timeout to adjust to our zone defense. We switched to man and create a couple turnovers from it.
Osage need to communicate. They're trying to do like a zone press, Steve, and then move into man-to-man off of that. And there was a little bit of miscommunication there. You got to figure out who you're guarding and get back to him. Reynolds on the wing. Three-pointer up, no good. Trusty has the rebound. Kicks it up ahead to Northrop. Northrop trying to go inside. That pass tipped, knocked away. Eldon comes up with the steal. Right idea, just about a millisecond too late on that one. Hess working on Northrop, into the lane, takes the contact, finishes, and he'll be at the free throw line. So Hess, Stevie had it in his head as soon as he got the basketball exactly what he was going to do. He was going to take that to the rack himself. Draws the foul, finishes, stops the run, and he'll be at the free throw line for one more. Long and Gruce check in for the Indians.
Childs there called for the foul, his first of the night.
Yeah, I mean, Hess had like a triple team on him. Northrop gets the duty, and then Harrison and Childs come over for the help, and Childs gets called for the foul. Free throw no good. Childs comes down with the rebound, gives it over to DePay. Lead stays at 6. 3:20 left to go. This is Trusty. Back up top to DePay. Over to Long. He'll step into a long three. It's off the iron, no good. Gruce there with the rebound, gives it out to Maverick. His three is up, rims around, doesn't fall, and Hess with the rebound for the Mustangs. Hess over to Bayshore, now swung around. This is Reynolds with it, into the lane. Going underneath to Dierkling. He goes one-on-one with Trusty and gets the shot up and over him. Eldon on a 4-0 run to get this lead down to 4, 28-24. 4. Gruce inside, Childs out to Long, thought about the three, now goes back up top to DePay. DePay pump fakes the triple into the lane, kicks it out to Maverick in the corner. Maverick gets in the lane, finds Gruce, 14-footer, back iron, rolls around and goes.
That's pretty lethal. We get Gruce going there on those mid-range jumpers right about the free throw line. That's going to be hard to defend.
Reynolds to Hardy. Hardy working the baseline. Kicks it up top to Hess. Swung into the corner. Reynolds has it. His three-pointer is up. Rims around. Doesn't fall. Childs with the rebound. 6-point lead for the Indians. 2 minutes to go here in the second. Childs coast to coast. No, Trusty in the corner. Cross-court passed along. Wide open on the wing. His three-pointer is up. Back iron. No good. Gruce has the offensive rebound. Knocked away. Trusty comes up with it. Trusty back up top to Pay. DePay wide open for the triple. Back iron. No good. And Gruce knocked out of bounds by Hess. No call. Reynolds trying to bring the ball up the floor. Throws it over to Hardy. Hardy has to save it back in to Hess. A lot of contact down there between Gruce and Hess. Fighting out of bounds there.
Hess, one of those players that you can find him anywhere on the floor. Just a very talented young man. Running the offense, playing down in the paint.
Eldon moving it around the perimeter. Hess to Reynolds to Hardy. He'll step into the triple, and it's good from Hardy to make it a 3-point game, 30-27. DePay and Childs working a two-man game. Goes to Long in the corner. He's open for the three. Back iron, no good. Childs there for the offensive rebound. He tries to finish, gives it out to Long. Long out to Trusty on the wing. Trusty's three is up. Front iron, no good. Rebound. Bounces right to Bayshore. Bayshore looking for help in the corner, and he's going to get bailed out by the referees, calling a foul down there.
Putting that one on Trusty. His first of the night.
Northup and Wolf check in for the final 57-7 of this quarter. 30-27, Osage in front by 3 here in the second quarter. Brought to you by American Sun Control. Reynolds into the corner. This is Bayshore. His three is up. Front iron, no good. Fight for the rebound. Dare King has it. Spins in, looking for help. Reynolds over to Hardy. Same spot as last time, and the three is up and good from him. Ties this one up. Gruce to Wolf to Northup, working the baseline. Lost it, knocked away from behind. That ball is on the deck. They're going to call a jump ball. It'll stay here with Osage.
27 seconds left, tied up at 30. I like what I saw from Northup going to the rim. Just lost a handle on it. We got Dane DePay with the baseline inbounds, right to Gruce.
Yeah, goes right into Andre Gruce, who finishes at the rim. Good pass there from DePay. Good finish from Gruce.
Just so many ways that Dane DePay makes us better. I just feel like he is all-around best player on the squad. Quite convinced he gets the most minutes of anybody else on our squad.
Osage switching back to man-to-man for this final possession. Off the long screen, three-pointer up, no good. Osage will take a 2-point lead into halftime, 32-30 after 2 quarters of play. Take a break, back with the Hy-Vee halftime report after this. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
Hi-Tech Collision and Auto Body Repair, proudly servicing the Lake area and Central Missouri for over 28 years. Hi-Tech is always here for you, and they tow 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Hi-Tech offers the best in complete collision repair and is the lake's one-stop shop. Accidents are scary, but the repairs shouldn't be. A proud supporter of our lake community and Camdenton and Osage basketball. Go Lakers, go Indians, go Hi-Tech. Call 348-9070.
Polylift Boat Lifts.
Your boat is a major investment. Make sure it sits on a Polylift.
When you need a boat lift to raise your boat out of the water, choose the one voted best boat in the lake. Choose Polylift. Any size, built with the best quality construction, a lifetime warranty on the tanks, and the service to stand behind it. We don't just build boat lifts, we build Polylifts.
We don't just build boat lifts, we build Polylifts.
At Lake Regional, we're proud to offer a nationally accredited cancer center with deep expertise, state-of-the-art technology, and personalized treatment plans. Our team is here for one reason: you. We promise to be at your side from diagnosis to treatment and beyond, leaving no stone unturned. Lake Regional Cancer Center. Our commitment runs deep.
When you're looking for a new furnace or air conditioner, price is important, but warranty, reliability, and efficiency are big factors too. At DeGraff and Reed Heating and Cooling, you'll receive very competitive pricing on the industry-leading AirEase products. Every AirEase product is built on 80 years of experience, testing, and research. Servicing the Lake and Jefferson City areas for nearly 15 years, DeGraff and Reed Heating and Cooling for reliable products offered by reliable people called DeGraff and Reed Heating and Cooling.
Small in stature doesn't always mean small in power. Case in point, the Case Construction Compact Track Loader. Massive on power, but small enough to fit into tight spaces. The Case CTL puts more power and control in your hands with an 8-inch LCD multifunction display and electro-hydraulic controls that make even the most difficult jobs simple. See all the Case CTL skid loaders at Crown Power and Equipment. Passion, power, performance. crown-power.com.
Are you looking for a rewarding career that includes tons of perks? Stop in today at your Jefferson City or Osage Beach Hy-Vee and see the difference. They're offering extremely competitive pay. Plus, benefits include medical, dental, and life insurance backed by a 401k plan. And bonuses. Find yourself in a career with Hy-Vee. Stop in today at your Jefferson City or Osage Beach Hy-Vee or visit high-v.com for employment opportunities.
Back here in Eldon, Missouri, 93rd annual Eldon tournament, and Steve has been here for almost all of them. Only missed a couple.
I feel like I look pretty good for
91,
making all 93.
Yeah. Well, especially I saw you eat a lot of catering down there. Golden Corral might be closed down, but it lives on with Steve down there in catering.
Well, I try to do my part, but then I saw when you hit the dessert bar, and I thought, whoa, buddy.
Yeah, well, one of everything.
They did cut the Rice Krispie treats in pieces for a reason. You were not supposed to take the whole.
You were supposed to take the whole pan?
No, you're not supposed to take the whole pan.
Listen, here's the thing. You got to cut that thing. If you don't cut those Rice Krispies, I'm just going to take the whole pan.
How do you really? Because they just join back together. You cut the Rice Krispie, it joins back together in one piece again.
Yeah. That's where the possessor went. Halftime.
Did you get criticized for the possessor?
No,
I feel like
was
it a little self-evaluation?
Yeah.
Okay,
it was self-reflective. Halftime here in the first round of the Eldon tournament. Eldon against Osage. Osage up by 2. 32-30 here at the half. A back-and-forth affair. Osage had a lead as large as 8. Eldon out in front by 6 at one point there in the first quarter. But these two teams pretty evenly matched, Steve.
Yeah, it's been really a fun contest to watch. Osage able to win both quarters by a single point. That gives us the 2-point lead there. I like what I'm seeing from Osage, especially having to overcome a bit of a slow start, just, weren't hitting shots at first. Eldon kind of imposing their will there, coming off of that 8-2 lead, and we just climbed right back into it. There's two things that I really am excited about: those second chance points, getting those offensive rebounds and extending our possessions. And then we're bringing on defense and causing turnovers. Those two things will work together to give you a win a lot of nights.
On the other side of the bracket, we have Versailles, Smith Cotton, and Eugene, the 2 seed. Fatima, the 1 seed. So let's just say, hypothetically speaking, looking at the state rankings earlier this week, Versailles really were the first team to also get votes. So that's 11th in the state ranking. So that makes Versailles, Fatima, and Eugene all ranked in state in this 6-team tournament. Half of these teams are ranked in state. This is going to be an extremely competitive set of games all throughout this week. Versailles and Smith Cotton will be coming up after this. You can catch that on our sister station, KS95. Colton will have the call for you over there. Again, you can follow along all week right here on Cool 102.7 and KS95, as well as catch the games on MoSportsZone.com. The Versailles and Osage and Eldon streams will all be up throughout the course of this week. I nary think that there won't be a game that will be up there.
Nary
Groose.
Nary the Groose.
Is that right? Nary a Groose.
The Groose.
Andre the Groose and Nary. Andre and his mother Nary.
Good people.
Aren't they? People. They're okay. I kind of like them.
I do. I'm a fan. I'm fans of the family. They make Osage better. Hey, I got some numbers for you here.
Go ahead.
We got scoring tonight, Dane DePay leading us with 10. I'm excited about that. Again, a lot of times he gets the pressure of having to create his own opportunities, and that's working for him tonight. And I like to see the battle between him and Hess there. Hess with 8 points. Andrew DeGroos with 6. Noah Northrup with 4. Blake Harrison with 4. Jackson Long with 3. Gavin Black with 3. Landon Childs with 2. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 scores for Osage so far tonight.
And Trusty and Northrup have yet to really get going, and they've done a lot of scoring for the Indians this season. Both kind of struggled on Friday night as well. Eugene kind of made it a point to kind of get up into Trusty and Northrup and didn't really allow them to get comfortable and get going, and that's kind of carried over into here tonight. I'd like to see the ball go through the net for both of those guys here at the start of the second half.
They're getting some looks, I feel like, which I would say they didn't get many looks against Eugene. There just wasn't much space there. They've had some opportunities here, especially in the corner. Some of them fall and some of them haven't. But, yeah, I'd like to see those two young men, or at least one of them, get on fire. Of course, Jackson Long he's had the one tray here tonight, and he can sure fill in that gap when those two aren't able to come through.
Yeah, the shooting just has not been there in this first half for the Indians. Like, we've got some three-pointers in the books, but our shooting percentage not great. It has been the second chance hustle points. Landon Childs, Andrew Gruce, and Blake Harrison have been doing the lion's share of the work on the offensive glass and getting those putbacks. And when their putback isn't there, they're kicking it out to open players who are getting that second three-point look and making it count.
Yeah, Eldon, I'm sure grateful that we're a little off so far this half. And then, the three's working for them. They made a couple big threes there. Who was that on their squad? Hardy making a couple big threes to get them back into it after being down by 8. They needed him to come on fire, and he came through for sure.
So a 2-point lead on the board for the Indians here in the first round of the Eldon tournament. Tomorrow night, the Indians will take on the Fatima Comets, and that will be a 6 o'clock start time. You don't see a lot of Wednesday night games, but with the weather taking place yesterday and pushing everything back, they have Friday built into the schedule, and I kind of thought that's what they'd go with first, but they're going to put these games on Wednesday night. So it'll be Osage and Fatima tomorrow night at 6 o'clock, and then after that game, we will know when Osage will play on Saturday and get that information out to you. So finish up the second half, and then tomorrow night, 6 o'clock, and then a game of some kind at some time against some team on Saturday.
Can't wait. I'm looking forward to Fatima tomorrow night. Again, a team that you mentioned we saw in the championship of what tournament was that? Lynn tournament. And the team we lost to by 12, but I think if I remember right, didn't you say? I think we
were down by like 20 at the first quarter.
And we kind of climbed back into that one, so it'll be interesting to see. Another just a litmus test, a good barometer of how our growth.
That's 2 straight halftimes. You've said litmus test and barometer.
Just I can't separate them.
Litmus check.
Yes, it's a new term.
32-30 here, second half getting ready to get underway. But right now, it is time for the world's hottest Mid-Missouri high school basketball segment in America. Maya, hit that trivia music. And we have a special trivia here tonight. Steve's wife has put together questions. There are 2 envelopes. One says questions, and the other one says answers. Now, I can't read her handwriting, but that's what I was told it says. So Steve doesn't know the answers to these questions either, and we'll have to learn them together. Oh, Steve just ripped up the questions.
I have torn open the envelope. Here we go. Would you like to read the questions?
Yeah, sure. I'll read. Let's back and forth. You read the first one.
Okay, I'll read the first one.
Oh, my goodness. Look
wait
at
a minute. Now
these are wrapped.
If they're okay, now I'm confused.
That didn't take long.
Wait, I'll say Q1. Question number 1.
Okay.
What 1960s television show
Mr. Ed
was based on a hotel in Eldon?
1960s television show based on a hotel in Eldon? Do you know this one?
I feel like it's in my brain somewhere, but I do not know it. I don't. But I know when I hear it. It's one of those things. I know when I hear it, I'm going to recognize the answer.
Okay. I don't know.
You don't know?
Nope.
Okay.
The Scottish Inn.
I'll let you say the answer here.
Petticoat Junction. Is that true?
What? Are you?
Listen, I'm not saying your wife's making stuff up, but I feel like...
Oh, man, so we're 0 for 1. Amy versus Craig and Steve. Amy is in the lead. Here we go. You get to read question number 2.
Christian Cantwell, 1999 Eldon graduate, is an Olympic silver medalist. What is Cantwell's personal best shot put throw?
No, are you kidding me?
I thought it was just going to be, what sport did he do?
She doesn't really understand the level of questions that we're prepared to answer.
Yeah, this is way too difficult.
I thought it might be maybe about her son. You know here's a trivia question for you.
Let's switch off.
At what Missouri school does his son attend right now, currently?
Christian Cantwell's son?
Yes.
What school is he in college?
He's still in high school.
Is it Eldon?
Nixa.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
what do you think the record is? I would say how far can you throw a shot put? 63 feet. I don't know.
Is this his best?
Yeah.
His best for his career.
73.
Okay, let's see. I'll go with you. I feel like that's 70. Well, it's pretty close. 73 feet,
oh, wow.
11 and a half
close
inches.
That was.
What year was it set? Did you see?
2004.
2004.
Was it really? I didn't see that. Okay, I didn't. All right, last question. We got to get this one out. Here we go. Third quarter.
The Ice Cream Factory is a popular dessert spot at the old Kraft Foods factory in downtown Eldon. According to their website, what is the best-selling ice cream factory flavor?
Tiger Tracks.
That's a Central Dairy, I think.
Is it?
Yeah. Oh, gooey butter cake, buttery cream cheese ice cream with gooey butter cake, caramel, and butterscotch. I feel like Amy
made up the answer. I agree.
She's 2 and we're 1. I think she wins tonight.
Well,
we ran out of time a little bit. We got a little rush.
Third quarter underway by Polylift Boat Lifts. Osage a 2-point lead. What a night of trivia.
That was tough.
Yeah,
she's so stinking smart.
She's just so smart. I can't believe she knew that stuff.
She's just at a different level.
That's
I'm sure she had no help from any internet sources at all.
No, she probably had Ripley's Believe It or Not book or something. Who knows? Eldon will start with the basketball. Hess gets it on the wing. Three-pointer up and good. That puts Eldon in front to start this third quarter by 33-32.
Good ball movement. Hess getting the open look and taking advantage there. Everything goes through him for Eldon.
Northrop on the wing, looking for help, finds Trusty. I would say let's keep an eye on the offensive rebounds for Osage because that had to be a point of contention for Eldon at halftime. Tough entry pass. They kind of pull the chair out on Harrison. He goes to the floor, loses a handle on it. Hardy kicks it out. Hess inside. Good block there from Northrop. Childs comes down with the rebound. Kicks it up ahead to DePay. DePay will step back into the corner. His three-pointer is up and good. DePay with 13, and that triple puts Osage back in front by 2, 35-33.
That's the step back, almost kind of a fadeaway shot there. Tough shot, and he just drills it like it's nothing.
Hess with it up top now, looking to answer. Osage sticking with their man-to-man. Hess working on Northrop, going right at him. Absorbs the contact and gets the layup. That's a tough finish there from Hess.
Well, you feel like Hess is really putting it on his shoulders here. Hits the big three, then has a big defensive play here on Harrison on the other side, then comes back for that shot.
Northrop with it on the wing. He'll step into a 15-footer. Back iron, no good. Hess with the rebound. Tied up at 35 here in the third quarter. This is Hull with it. Into the corner, three-pointer up and good. Just over the outstretched fingertips of DePay. 2 triples to start this quarter for the Mustangs, puts them in front by 3, 38-35. Northrop off a screen. Out to DePay. DePay with it. He gets a screen. Goes right to the basket. Can't finish the finger roll. Hess with the rebound. Eldon has numbers. Quickly down the floor, attacking the basket. Can't get the layup to go. Childs with it. Now back the other way. DePay going to go one-on-one. Takes the contact and finishes at the rim. Good take there by DePay. Good finish. Makes it a 1-point game, 38-37. Hess into the corner. Three-pointer by Tama. Back iron, no good. Trusty down with the board. Gives it over to DePay. Looking to go inside to Harrison. Instead goes into the corner. Harrison working down in the post. Nothing doing there. DePay with it. Up top. Gets a screen from Childs. They switch on it. DePay goes right to the basket. Can't get the finger roll to fall. Harrison with the rebound. Kicks it out to Trusty. Now Maverick with it. Spins into the lane. Tough shot for him, but Maverick up and over the defender puts Osage back in front, 39-38. And now Trusty sniffs out that pass, gets the steal. Maverick with it, over to DePay. DePay pump fakes into the lane, picks up his dribble, looking for help. Now Maverick back up top. Osage will reset here. Up by 1, 4.5 left to go in the third quarter of play. Brought to you by Polylift Boat Lifts.
I like the patience I saw there from Osage, just kind of resetting, looking for a better opportunity here.
What a tough finish from DePay, taking the contact and finishing with the right hand. DePay, 17 tonight for the Indians. His best offensive production by far this season. 3-point game, 41-38 here in the third.
You kind of get the feeling, I don't know if I'm, just Hess and DePay going at it, trading punches here, star against star. It's fun to watch.
Hardy's three, no good. Childs with the rebound, finds DePay back behind the defense. He can't finish at the rim. Harrison there, right place, right time. Childs out to Trusty. Trusty's going to pump fake the three, dribble in, now kicks it out. DePay gets it in the corner. His three-pointer is going to be up. Back iron, no good. Weak side rebound down to the Mustangs. This is Hess with it, looking back behind the defense. Can't find anything. Just under 4 minutes to go here in the quarter.
Osage up 41-38.
Hess just goes right through Trust. Oh, my goodness. A very late call on the foul.
I'm not even going to really judge the call. It's just you got to make that's a late call, late whistle. Make your decision. Don't wait until the outcome of the shot to make your decision.
I think they called it on Northrop.
Northrop, yes.
Not Trusty. That's a charge. Maverick was there and took the contact flush. Coach E wants an explanation.
(41-39). Osage up by 2.
Wolf, Long, Gruce, Black check in for Osage. DePay stays on the floor. First free throw is good, makes it a 2-point game, 41-39. Both free throws good. Allows Eldon to get into their full court pressure now.
Need some help here.
DePay to Gruce. Gruce to Long in the corner. His three-pointer is up and good. Nice pass by Gruce, and then Long has the finish. Coming back the other way, Cody Tam splits two Osage defenders and finishes at the rim, makes it a 2-point game, 44-42.
Things are heating up here in Eldon.
Long gets it once again in the corner. His three-pointer is up, back-to-back triples from the freshman, makes it a 5-point game.
47-42. We'll take this 3-for-2 exchange here.
Reynolds with it. Gives it out to Hess, thought about the volleyball line three. Now goes over to Hardy. Long trying to jump the passing lane. Hess cutting back door, 15-foot, nothing doing there. Gives it back out to Reynolds. 2:40 left to go here in the third. Osage up by 5. Hardy off a back screen, gets into the lane, switches it out to Reynolds. Reynolds dribbles in, puts a floater up, catches the front, and bounces over. Long going back down here to his spot once again. Let's see if Osage can find him. Wolf. Off of Black's hands, knocked away by Deerking, and Hardy comes up with the steal. 47-44. Ball goes into the corner, pump fake, now into the lane. Tough shot, tough finish. Deerking with the offensive rebound. He fights to get to his spot and puts it back up and in. Makes it a 1-point game.
One of the first times we've seen Osage just have a little trouble with this press.
Wolf with it up top. Gives it over to DePay. DePay off a screen, finds Black. Inside to Gruce. Gruce with the size advantage, up and over Hardy. Andre the Gruce. Almost called him by his given name. Deerking back out to Hess. 90 seconds to go here in the quarter. Eldon moving it around the perimeter.
Oh, boy.
Hess off the back screen. That's hard to do against the 2-3 zone, but they find Hess for the alley-oop layup. DePay dribbles up past half court, calls a timeout. And that's a heady move there by DePay. He knew that he had kind of dribbled exactly where Eldon wanted him to go. There's substitution waiting for him to come in. Go ahead, take the 30-second timeout. We'll get the substitution in, get him off the floor, and get something set up here with 1:07 to go in the third.
Yeah, seeing just so much good from him. He's the only Osage player here in double digits, and in fact leading Well, tied. I guess he and Hess are tied at 17 points apiece here. Again, that's kind of a subplot to this game. It's been a fun battle to watch. I don't feel like that DePay has really been in that position many times this year to be able to step up and kind of do battle with the other team's best player, because he's just running the point and trying to create opportunities for his teammates there. But the game has come to him tonight, and he has stepped in and taken advantage of that.
Yeah, the offensive production has been a pleasant surprise from DePay tonight. Certainly his best game shooting-wise for the Indians this season.
And it's been a pretty good balance of the three and then driving into the lane and finishing at the rim.
Northrup and Trusty check in as DePay will get a break here at the end of the third quarter. Osage up by 1, 49-48. 1:07 left on the clock here in the third. They're going to set up the screen for Long and Northrup. Northrup has it. Swung around. Trusty pump fakes the three. Long has it. Working the baseline. There's that push shot, and Long gets it to fall. Tough shot from him.
Makes it look so easy. You don't make that shot unless you've played lots and lots of basketball.
Coming back the other way now. Ball kicked out, three-pointer up, back iron, no good. Nice box out there from Trusty to come up with the rebound. Osage a chance to add to their lead, 51-48. Northrup in the corner, his three-pointer is up, front iron, no good. Weak side rebound fought for. Luke Wolf comes up with it, tries to save it back in, and does so to Northrup. Northrup picks up the dribble, looking for help, finds Gruce on the baseline, and Andre the Gruce gets the baseline jumper to fall to make the lead 5. 15 seconds to go here in the third. Eldon trying to answer. Deer King with it. Ball goes into the corner. This is Ahart. Now back on the wing. Wing three up. Back iron. No good. 6 seconds left. Trusty going down the floor. That pass jumped and picked off by Hess. Hess will get a three up as time expires. And Gruce came across Hess's arm, knocking him to the floor. Gets called for the foul. So Hess will get 3 free throws on the half-court shot as time expires.
Andre the Gruce getting some one-on-one instruction there on just – that's just not a foul you want to make in that situation for sure. Sometimes those are lessons, that you learn it just in moments like that.
That could wind up being a real big play down the stretch here at a close game like this.
So he'll get 3. We still have – time is out, right? So he just gets the 3. He's made the first one here, 2 more, and then we'll go to the final period of this game.
Second free throw was good. One more coming up. And it's no good. So 53-50 after 3 quarters of play. One more to go. We'll take a break, come back with that after this. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
Where'd you get that grin? Right above your chin.
Get ready to crumble with my new Cookie Butter Crunch Concrete, only at Andy's Frozen Custard. Made with real Biscoff cookie butter, crunchy Biscoff crumbles, and the world's finest vanilla frozen custard. It's buttery smooth with a crispy crunch for cookie flavor that's sky high.
With a smile at Andy's, top your day. With a smile at Andy's, top your day.
If the exterior of your home needs repair or it's in need of a fresh new look, Elite Roofing and Siding is here to help. Be assured you'll receive excellent service, as our customers have once again voted us Best Roofer at the Lake. We appreciate your business and for trusting us with the exterior of your home. Call us today at 302-ROOF. That's 302-ROOF for all your roofing and siding needs. Elite Roofing and Siding, serving the Lake area for more than 20 years.
53-50 after 3 quarters of play. Craig Allen alongside Steve Adams. Maya back in the studio for us. And I'm Casey Cation.
I didn't know if you were going for Carson or
Johnny Carson Cation. Osage will start the fourth with the basketball. Trusty in the corner. His three-pointer up. Back iron, no good. Harrison with the rebound. Gives it back out to Maverick. Maverick looking for help. Finds DePay up top. DePay with the ball fake. Back over to the Magician. Osage trying to reset. Childs. Ball knocked out and away. Ball on the sideline off of Eldon back to Osage.
Woo, got a little lucky with the roll of the ball there. Got just a little careless there in our pass and going back the other way for just a moment.
Childs will step into a wide open triple. Can't get it to go. Northrup. Offensive rebound is put back. Doesn't fall. Eldon with the weak side rebound.
Had some opportunities there in that possession.
Mustangs down by 3 here to start the fourth quarter. Osage sticking with their 2-3 zone. Starters on the floor for them. Hess with it, out into the corner. This is Reynolds. Picks up his dribble. Kicks it over to Tam. Eldon has been very methodic at times on the offense. Hess pump fakes into the lane, goes right into Harrison.
Boy.
And Blake Harrison draws the offensive foul. And Blake saw a head of steam coming at him, and he just...
Did they call the charge there? Thought I saw the black. Yes, they did. I misinterpreted there. That's awesome. Well done, Harrison.
Well done, Craig, apparently.
Apparently. I thought I saw him put his hands on his hips calling the block, and I thought it was a good charge, but good charge call.
Yeah.
As always, you're one step ahead of me.
I knew you were going to say that. 6:49.
Well played.
Left to go here in the fourth quarter, brought to you by Camden on the Lake. A tremendous first game of the Eldon tournament between two pretty evenly matched teams. DePay gets a screen into the lane. Out to Trusty. Mavericks 3 is up. Front iron, no good. Long rebound comes out. Northrop winds up with it. Got to stick with it, Trusty. One of those is going to fall for you.
Keep pulling those triggers. That's right. Keep pulling the
Childs at 14. Good ball fake. Can't finish at the rim, though. Tam down with the defensive rebound. Gives it over to Hess. Hess across the timeline into the corner. Hardy's 3 is up. No good. Great box out from Harrison to come up with the rebound, and then Tam comes over and gifts the Indians with a foul. Second team foul on the Mustangs here in the fourth quarter.
Tam picking up his third, I think, of the night.
I know what you're thinking whenever Tam fouls. You're thinking that ham down there and the catering. I saw you put pieces in your pocket.
I got a couple meatballs over here ready to down.
Those were good. Those were good. I'm a meatball connoisseur.
Can you make a mean meatball?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
But I know how to eat them. Osage with the turnover, trying to work against this zone. Hardy comes up with the steal. Gives it over to Hess. Hess working the baseline. Back out to Hardy. His 3 up and good, and that ties it up. 53 all down the stretch here. Might as well be 0-0 with 5:40 left to go in the fourth.
Only bucket scored in this quarter was that tray right there. Osage had some good looks, just had some shots at the rim, couldn't get him to fall.
Long, back up top to DePay. DePay dribbles in, finishes with the right hand.
Shot.
That is just a tough shot to take.
19 points for DePay. We needed a bucket. He put it on his shoulders and made it happen.
Reynolds with it, out to Hess. Hess over to Hardy. He'll step in for a triple off the rim, no good. Childs down with the rebound. He wants to move quickly up the floor to Northup in the corner. Northup, good ball fake. Back to Childs, 15-footer from him. Woo! Good, and Childs confidently steps into that 15-footer and gets it to go. Gives Osage a more comfortable 4-point lead here in the fourth quarter. 4:50 left to go in this one. Hess with it on the wing. Back up top, Reynolds over to Hardy. And there they had that alley-oop play once again for Hess dialed up and just overthrown.
They may run that a few times in practice, I think.
Nope.
No, maybe not enough.
I don't think they practice it at all.
Not enough.
Steve. You're right.
It's a good idea. And I'm glad it didn't work out. Osage with a 4-point lead here.
If you and I were still playing ball, that's the play we would run. I would dunk it.
Oh, you mean I would be the guard? Would I be the one?
You would be the passer. I wouldn't trust you to shoot it. DePay, the finger roll at the rim. Can't get it to go, but he's fouled and will be at the line for 2.
And he wanted it. He knew it, just missed that.
Big free throws coming up here for the Indians. They have a 4-point lead with 4:19 left to go here in the final quarter of play. First free throw, no good. Versailles, Smith, Cotton coming up after this one. You can catch that on our sister station, KS95.
I may listen to that one from the hospitality room. Is that all right?
Yeah. I think that's where
playing.
I think that's where they're calling it from. If they got that camera set up down there tomorrow, we could just call it from in there. Second free throw good, 58-53. Hey, if the spread is as good tomorrow as it was today, we are made, Steve, because that was some good food down there.
It was indeed.
Ooh, working against the full court press, and Osage comes up with the steal. Trusty has it. Hands it off to DePay. DePay to Childs. Childs, beautiful handoff to Harrison, who finishes at the rim. Great ball movement from the Indians. Eldon wants a timeout. Osage has a 7-point lead, 60-53 with 3:57 left to go here in the fourth. Take a break. Back with more after this. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
KQUL, Lake Ozark.
Kids ask their parents a lot of questions.
Why can't people fly?
Gravity.
Is the moon really made of cheese?
Yep, cream cheese.
When can I move into a big kid's car seat?
For some questions, parents may not have the answer, but that's okay. They can't know everything, but knowing the right seat for their age and size will help protect them in a car crash. Find out more at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
Contact one of Miller County Health Center's certified car seat techs for assistance at 573-369-2400.
3:57 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Osage a 7-point lead, 60-53, and in a battle of which team's cheerleaders can flip the most down the floor, Osage with a decisive and definitive win.
Ellen kind of going off, couldn't keep the straight line there. That's where, the problem.
When
I do those end-over-ends, it's all about where you place your eyes when you're going backwards. How's that work for you, Craig?
I just can't keep my back straight enough. Yeah. Once the weight gets going, they're very fast backflips.
Oh, boy. Don't want to get that weight going.
Hardy, and here comes the double team on Hardy. Don't get called for the foul. Hardy looking for help, and Eldon has to take another timeout. The swarming Osage defense coming in. Great job there from the Indians.
Well, that's how you want to come out of a timeout there. Eldon trying to kind of slow down the momentum that Osage has of this run and just almost have a turnover, have to call the timeout to bail themselves out of it. Osage in a great spot here, 7-point lead with 3:45 left. Here we go. The cheerleaders again going at it.
Doing it again.
Again, look.
She's going to have to another definitive win for Osage in the flip contest. Now let's have the announcers do it. Colton and Steve, you guys go down there and start flipping.
Colton's the play-by-play. You're the play-by-play. That's how that works.
That's true. Steve, the Eldon Mustangs aren't that terrible. How many Mustangs do you think you could take in a gladiator pit?
Oh, I would just ride them.
You think you would tame them? If I sent you into a gladiator pit against a Mustang with a carrot, do you think you could handle yourself?
That's what I would try, yes. I would be riding that horse.
No carrot. Now what?
I'm in trouble, baby.
3:45 left to go here.
I'm in a gladiator arena, and I'm battling. Mustang, I'm going to be happy I see a Mustang. It's better than a lion or whatever else you can throw in there, right?
Hess off the back screen. Here comes the double team. Reynolds with it up top. Over to Hull. Hull into the lane, going one-on-one against Harrison. Harrison's going to be called for the foul, trying to defend that one. The shot is good from Hull. He draws the foul and goes to the line for one more. Hull not done a lot of scoring tonight, but gets a big basket in a big situation right there. 3:33 left to go.
It's Harrison's first foul of the night. Osage doing a great job of staying out of foul trouble this evening.
Free throw crawls over the rim and is good.
Osage up by 4, 60-56.
Harrison to Long. Long working the baseline. Childs has it up top, dribbles in. Back out to Long on the wing. His three-pointer is up, bounces up, no good. Childs fights for the rebound, comes down with it for the Indians, tries to go back up, and gets fouled in the process. What an absolute hustle play there from Childs. The offensive rebounds have been huge tonight for the Indians.
And didn't you love the exchange there between Long and Childs? Long had the ball out. They kind of, set a screen there for each other and give Long the opportunity to shoot the three. And then Childs goes right where he needs to do to carve out some real estate and get that rebound. And then as he comes up, he almost knows he's not going to make that shot, but he knows if I can just get it up, I'm going to get the foul called and get to the line.
That's crazy. I have never thought that. Every time I shot, I'm like, this going in. Full court, over my head. I've yet to miss in my career.
I still think it's worthy of putting you at the free throw line in like a Facebook Live event, and just saying, how many could you make in a row?
I got stuff going on. Second free throw, no good, makes the lead 6. Hess off the back screen, finds Hardy in the corner. Ball was just a bit over his head. I think he wanted to catch and shoot. Hull has it on the wing to Reynolds. Hess back over to Hull. Trying to attack this Osage 2-3. Hess into the zone. Harrison straight up. Layup, no good. Childs past the defense. DePay has it on the wing. Works the baseline. Lost it from behind. Off of Hardy. Out of bounds. Baseline inbound coming up for the Indians. 2:42 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Osage with a 6-point lead. 61-56. Or 5-point lead.
Oh, you're not going to let me catch
that. That's right. Off the inbound, Trusty three-pointer in the corner. Up, back iron, no good. DePay.
Oh,
I think they're going to call DePay. He did go a little bit up and over the defender's back. The defender, Eldon just trying to box out. DePay just trying to knock the ball away. They're going to call a push foul on that. That is by definition, that is an over-the-back foul because DePay was over that player's back. But that foul doesn't exist, so it's a push foul.
Heady play, really.
He used his body.
The idea was great, trying to kind of deflect that rebound to another Osage player there. I think it was Harrison he was trying to get that to.
Ooh. Eldon, almost a travel there. Dealing with this pressure. Osage kind of selling out on the perimeter defense in this 2-3 zone, not wanting to give up an open look on a 3. Hess trying to work the 15-foot area. And I think Osage is more than happy with Eldon just taking time off the clock. Reynolds gets a quick 3 up, and that is a big 3 from Reynolds, who has struggled with his shot here tonight, but gets one to go in a big situation there. Harrison off the press break. This is Trusty with it. Maverick into the lane. Floater up off the glass, no good. Harrison, offensive rebound. He goes back up. He's fouled. Shot's no good. He'll be at the line for 2.
How did Harrison get that rebound? He's surrounded by 3 Mustangs there. Goes up, grabs that ball, right back up with it, gets the foul called.
Obviously, one of his 8 arms must be made of a basketball magnet. That's a thing, right?
Basketball magnet?
Excuse me? Is that what I said? Basketball magnet. It's like so here's how magnets work, Steve. Look. First free throw, good.
An octopus arm having a basketball magnet.
Oh, okay. First of all, we're splitting hairs over a human octopus, okay?
Just trying to catch up with your genius level thinking.
Well, here, I wrote a picture.
62-59. Osage up by 3, or if you use Craig's math, that'd be 4.
Nope. Second free throw, no good. Makes it a 3-point game. Eldon has the rebound. Under 2 minutes to go here in the fourth. Hardy with it on the wing. Big possession. Goes without saying. Hardy in the corner. Finds Reynolds up top. Hess gets a screen. He'll step into a triple. Back iron, no good. Maverick there for the defensive rebound. Gives it over to DePay. Under 90 seconds to go here in the game. Trusty with it. Working the baseline. Takes the contact. Wow. Can't finish at the rim, but he'll be at the line.
Love the confidence of that young man. He's struggled in shooting tonight, but, man, just what a great decision.
He doesn't have a doubt in himself, and I think that's great. First free throw is good because whenever he has the basketball, Steve, I don't have a doubt in him either. I know what he's capable of doing.
At any point, right.
Yeah.
You can't make them all, but he can certainly make a string in a row. And there we go.
Both free throws good from Maverick in a big situation there. Makes the lead 5, 64-59. Hull with it on the wing. His three-pointer up. And it hits the stanchion thingy.
The stanchion strap.
Stanchion strap.
That works. Anytime you can say stanchion, I feel like that makes it sound smarter.
The straption.
105. Osage up by 5. Setting up for this full court defense that the Mustangs are bringing.
DePay to Trusty inside to Harrison. And Harrison has the ball knocked away. Eldon comes up with the steal under a minute to go here. Hardy Back to Hull. Back to Hardy in the corner. Osage selling out on the perimeter. Doesn't want to give up any kind of open look. This is Hess with it. He's going to have to make something happen. Back into the corner. Hardy has it. Childs there. Shot no good. Knocked out of bounds off Osage. Stays here with the Mustangs. 5-point game. 38.9 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Osage staying in their 2-3 zone. Let's see what kind of look Eldon can get off the inbound. Ball goes into the corner to Hardy. He's got Trusty on him. Cross-court pass over to Hess, working on Childs. Landon doing a great job of not fouling. Ball goes out to Hull. His three-pointer is up. Front iron. No, it's an air ball. They have to save it before it goes out, and they don't. So it's going to go back to the Indians now with 26 seconds left to go.
Yeah, well, great job by Childs there, just kind of guarding that baseline and keeping them from coming around and trying to get that rebound and extend their possession there. We just let it go out of bounds because it was an air ball, and that works in our favor. Childs with the baseline inbound. Sorry about that, Craig.
No, 5 team fouls for the Mustangs means that it will be free throws for the Indians. They want to put Childs on the free throw line. A conscious effort to foul Landon and get him at the line.
23 seconds left.
I'm not going to be picky. I'll take 1 or 2 here.
There you go. Trying to, I get you.
Just remain,
That's not what Childs was thinking.
No, hit both. Deep down inside, I'm thinking that. Don't tell me that.
We might have to take one of those Knights of Columbus awards away from you to say such an offensive thing as okay with.
Well, it wasn't a Knights of Columbus Positive Thinking Award.
Okay.
Those do exist, though. I'll see if I can get you in the tournament this year.
Please, I'm known for my positivity.
People say that about you. That's why we call you the Proton. 23.3 left to go here. First free throw, no good. Second free throw, no good. Hess down with the rebound. Let's see if those free throws loom large for the Indians. Hess with it. Osage just selling out on the perimeter. Hardy loses a handle on it. Reynolds winds up with it. His triple is up, no good. Hess with the weak side rebound, and he puts it up and in. 7 seconds left. It's going to be a 3-point game, 64-61, and Osage is going to have to, 1, get the ball inbounds, and B, hit a free throw.
Yeah, and so Childs, I felt like, has kind of made himself a target in missing the 2. Eldon's going to want to have him get the ball and foul him. Does Engelbrecht's going to keep him in? It looks like, yeah.
And I think you're comfortable with anybody else. Really, I think you're still comfortable with Childs on the line, but you're really comfortable with anyone else. Harrison shoots the free throws well. Trusty, we saw him step up and hit 2 big ones earlier. Those are the guys, you don't normally think, I want to get the ball into my big guy and have him at the free throw line, but Harrison is shown to be a pretty consistent free throw shooter. And really, once you get the ball in, you're just looking for 1. 1 free throw makes this a 2-possession game.
Eldon's going to have to foul quick, you think, right?
I always say, because at this level, it's not an extra penalty of any kind, but I always say foul before you get the ball in. But, you're trying to work for a turnover. You're trying to get them to steal the basketball. But just it feels like with screens and stuff, like you get so much time taken off the clock. I've always been a proponent of, hey, let's foul before we even inbound.
And so you almost have to put yourself in line of the officials, make sure they got their eye on you. Trusty's going to get.
Yeah, Trusty's going to get it, and they try to go back to Childs, but Trusty. So by the time that the ball got into Maverick and he got fouled, 2 seconds came off the clock. And when there's only 7 on there to begin with, that's an eternity. So Maverick will be at the line for 2.
I'm just going to be quiet.
Okay. First free throw, no good. No timeouts left for the Mustangs. So if this free throw is missed and they get a rebound, they have to go down the floor here, Steve.
There we go.
That second free throw is good, and now Coach E will take a timeout. A huge free throw to make this a 2-possession game. So even Steve, by the logic, Eldon cannot stop the clock, and after a made basket, the clock continues to run. Let him score. Just let him score.
Well, certainly don't want to make the error of fouling on a 3, right? You just no fouls here.
They don't have a timeout, and the clock runs after a made basket. So just let them make it.
And that's what, Coach Engelbrecht, I'm sure he's with all his experience, he's telling them exactly what they need to do here. Have you ever seen a cheerleader battle like this?
I have, yeah. The great cheerleader battle of 2019. I'll never forget it, Steve. We lost a lot of good soldiers that day.
Is that when you got your weight going?
Yeah. What's my weight? It's called inertia. Look it up.
Did you learn that at home?
No, you guys go down there and flip. You and him. Nope, I'm not learning sign language. Colton Taylor, he'll have the call on KS95 for you. For Versailles, Smith Cotton after this one. Final 5 seconds of this game. And Osage is actually looking to foul, but not now. Hess will put up the long three as time expires, and Osage will pick up a 4-point victory and most likely assure themselves at least a third-place game on Saturday.
They win every quarter.
By 1
point.
Yeah.
What are the odds of that?
65-61 going to be the final score here in this one. We'll take a break. Come back with the High-Tech Auto Body postgame show. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
Dooley Overhead Doors has been the trusted name around the lake area for quality, dependable garage doors for years. An outstanding reputation of delivering great service, Dooley Overhead Doors delivers the highest professionalism start to finish. Download the app or look them up online. Conveniently located past School of the Osage on Highway 42. Dooley Overhead Doors is a proud sponsor of the Osage Indians basketball program.
At Camden on the Lake, they believe in turning moments into memories. From the moment you step into their lobby to the exquisite casual dining and lavish accommodations. During the month of January, you can book your memory for only $109 a night. Use code JAN0124. That's JAN0124. Book today online at CamdenOnTheLake.com. Escape at the lake. Let your worries float away at Camden on the Lake and the Horny Toad Entertainment Complex.
Don't let the clock run down on you this tax season. Nancy Stewart, Master Tax Advisor, and her team at H&R Block will put the winning game plan together for you this tax season. Easily located at the Stonecrest Mall in Osage Beach, taxes, bookkeeping, payroll, and solid advice are ready for you in 2024. Start the new year right and be on the winning team with H&R Block. H&R Block is a big-time Osage Indian supporter and the tribe community. Go Indians, go H&R Block. Look us up online and Facebook.
At First Bank of the Lake, we offer some of the best CD rates. Kick back and watch your money grow. Earn 5.35% APY on our 9-month CD and 5.15% APY on our 13-month CD with a $1,000 minimum deposit. CDs combine security with great investment returns and make saving a cinch. Save more so you can do more. Visit First Bank of the Lake in Osage Beach today. Member FDIC. Other terms and conditions apply. APY means annual percentage yield. See bank for details.
Life comes at you fast, sometimes too fast. Should have remembered the golden rule. No, not that one. Golden Rule Insurance. Call them for personal lines of insurance for home, auto, life, boat, and RV. And the best part is, when you bundle, you can save actual money. Golden Rule staff are educated and trained to ensure their customers have the very best service. Find personal lines of insurance that work for you. You can find them on Osage Beach Parkway in Osage Beach. Golden Rule Insurance Agency. Coverage you need, people you trust.
Back here in Eldon, Missouri, technically the first round of the Eldon tournament in the books here. Osage picking up a 4-point victory over the Eldon Mustangs. Coach Baumstark joining us here for the first part of the High-Tech Auto Body postgame show. And Coach, it kind of felt like the shooting wasn't there, especially in the first half for the Indians, but it was just the hustle that kept Osage in it. Harrison, Childs, Trusty on the offensive boards, making big plays for the Indians there in the first half.
It was, and that's kind of what we've talked about the last 4 or 5 games, right, is we've been battling on the defensive side and having a lot of energy, but we're just not knocking shots down. And so to come out and kind of do the dirty work and it pay off for us was really nice for us tonight, especially in a rivalry game against Eldon at their place.
Down the stretch, it really felt like Osage sold out on perimeter defense, shutting down Hess and making it very difficult for Eldon to find any kind of flow and rhythm in that fourth quarter to try and make a comeback.
Yeah, in the first half, Hunter had he ended with 19 or 20, I think, around there, but it was a quiet 19 or 20, which it's hard to say. But when we kind of needed to shut them down, we shut them down in the fourth quarter, especially when we needed to. And we went to our zone defense that we've been playing really well with. And we've been kind of talking about that all year is we're so long and athletic. We should be able to play zone and fly around and get hands in people's faces. And so that definitely changed the momentum for the game. And like we talked about before we got on the air is our offensive rebounding and keeping them off the boards. In the first half, they got a couple offensive rebounds that really changed the momentum of the game. And so we did a really good job of rebounding. And then Blake Harrison with a big charge, I think, in the third quarter that really set it off for us. So defensive end was definitely a plus for us tonight.
I want to talk about just real quick that Friday night game, real tough one for Osage. Eugene ranked third in state, super talented. To have the resiliency, we've talked about it so many times, and to bounce back. This is a game that could have really, the pendulum could have swung either way, but these guys stepped up tonight and really just stepped out from Friday night's game and played really well.
Like we talked about on Friday, we were so close to getting on a run. We hung around with them around 13 or 14, it felt like almost the whole game. And tonight, entering that fourth quarter, when we got up, I think, by 7, we said, let's just put the foot on the throat, guys. Do not let these guys get back into the game. Don't let them knock some shots down. We made it a little interesting with our free throw shooting at the end of this one, but it really started on the defensive end. And a big game for Dane DePay, who you guys are going to hear from in a little bit. He's not feeling the greatest, but, I mean, he had a big 20 points for us and knocked some shots down and really attacked the basket. Knocked some threes down, too, that he hasn't done in a whole lot this season. So him seeing the ball go through the hoop, especially he's not feeling the greatest right now. So for him to kind of step up for us and have a big game is huge.
All right, so Osage, big win tonight. Got to bounce back tomorrow against a really good Fatima team that we've already seen once this season. It'd be great to play the spoilers and knock the 1 seed out of the championship tomorrow night.
It would, and we've already played them, and it was a 13-point game.
I feel like we won 3 quarters in that game.
Yeah, the first quarter was a little ugly. I think it was 17-2.
Yep.
But then we battled with them, and so I think us playing them may benefit us a little bit, that we hung with them, we grinded with them, and kind of like Friday's game. Hopefully we get to that point where we can get over the edge, get hot in this gym, and just see what happens. We've got nothing to lose.
Yep.
You know, we've already beat a team that's ranked higher than us. We were 5 and they were 4, and so we're playing with house money right now. We're already going to finish higher than what they projected us to do. So we go out there and have some fun and see what happens.
That's Coach Baumstark joining us. Coach, thank you.
Thank you.
Now Coach is going to hand the headset off to Dane DePay. Dane coming up here and joining us here for the High Tech Auto Body post-game show. An offensive explosion for you tonight, Dane. You've been more in a facilitator role as the season has gone along, but the shot was going and working for you there tonight. Talk about what you saw out there.
Yeah, I've been in a slump for the past few games, and it's good to just see the ball go through the net once in a while.
Yeah, it felt like it was not personal by any stretch of the imagination, but it kind of felt like you and Hess were going back and forth there for a while. Talk about that kind of head-to-head matchup you saw tonight.
Yeah, it's always fun playing them. I've played them since middle school, since this summer, and it's always fun battling with them.
I want to talk about your guys' resiliency. That was a real tough loss on Friday night. Coach Baumstark and I were talking about it. Eugene, a super talented team, but you guys bounce back here tonight, a super competitive game. How do you guys and the team kind of just put stuff behind you and focus on what's next?
I mean, we just try to come out here and have some grit and want to get a win today. We really want to get a win today. We really wanted it.
How you guys feel going into tomorrow night's game against Fatima, a team you saw in the championship game of the Lynn tournament?
We want that one back. We think we can win that, and we're coming for them.
Well, another 20-point performance tomorrow night wouldn't hurt, but you've done a great job facilitating this season. Dane, thanks for coming up here and joining us. I'm sure you want to get down to the locker room with your friends and teammates.
Yep, thank you.
That's Dane DePay. Dane having a huge game here tonight for the Indians and helping lead the way for a victory. His biggest offensive explosion for sure, especially on the shooting end for DePay, as Steve steps back in here, puts the headset on. And Steve, what do you have as far as player totals for us?
Well, I think you probably already shared the first one here. Dane DePay with 20 tonight.
I didn't. Yeah,
so
I did.
you had,
Okay.
yeah, but you said that a few times. Jackson Long comes in, scores in double digits with 11. Had 3 trays and another bucket on top of that. Andrew the Groose with 10. Blake Harrison, the Octopus, with 7. Maverick Trusty with 5. Landon Childs with 5. Noah Northrup with 4. Gavin Black with 3. Those are our Osage scores in the book tonight.
Coach Baumstark talked about playing with house money tomorrow night. Osage came into this tournament as the 5 seed. They just beat the 4 seed and they know they played 3 competitive quarters with this Fatima team that we saw in the championship game of the Lynn tournament. They're playing with nothing to lose tomorrow night.
And what a confidence builder tonight had to be.
Absolutely.
And, that was not only one of the most fun games to watch in terms of just 2 teams pretty evenly matched, seeing just 2 team leaders in Hess and DePay really go at it. And then just seeing a squad seem like they played a good, it was a solid all 4 quarters of the game. So just really proud of them. And that's a game really we needed to have in this stretch. That would be really pretty just a confidence breaker here to lose tonight. So glad to see them come away with the win. And like you say, I just hope they come in with, just embrace that underdog role. Have that little chip on your shoulder and say, we were 1 quarter away from having you guys last time we saw each other for first place in the tournament. And so now it's our turn. And boy, if Dane DePay brings what he brought tomorrow night, that bodes well for us. And then, I felt like Maverick Trusty in some ways at the end of the game was the hero in hitting those free throw shots. And if he can just connect a few more from 3, and man, things can turn our way in a hurry. We got a talented club, and when they're shooting well, we can beat a lot of teams.
Probably not a real question on the Mills and Sons Insurance MVP of the game. Me. No, just kidding. Got to go DePay here tonight. Really led the way offensively, still able to find and facilitate as well as scoring buckets tonight. Really his breakout game scoring-wise this season.
Yeah, just does everything well, though. And it was just good to see him break out scoring tonight because we've seen him play defensively well. What he brings in presence in terms of full court defense, rebounding. He's our assist leader. It's not even close. Like, he doubles the next player in terms of stats and the assist he has every game. So he just does so much to make us better, and I'm just glad to get the chance to kind of brag on him and get him on the radio and, ask him a few questions. I hope he'll get up here a few more times before the season's over with.
Osage picks up the 4-point victory in the opening game of the 93rd annual Eldon Tournament. They'll play tomorrow night against the 1-seed Fatima Comets. We'll have the broadcast for you right here on 102.7 as well as MoSportsZone.com. Tune in around 5:50ish for the Winter Shelton Real Estate pregame show. We'll have it right here for you. But Osage picked up a win tonight, almost guaranteeing themselves at the very least a third-place game on Saturday. Tune in tomorrow night to see where the Indians wind up. For Steve Adams and Maya back in the studio, I am Craig Allen. Thank you for listening. This has been a presentation of Cool 102.7 Sports.